Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. As promised, today is the day that we're going to start setting up our main base. So I was walking around and looking for a good place to do it. And in doing so, I came up to check on our copper outpost. I've noticed that we've got a few drills that have mined out already, so I'm just going to clean those up real quick. I also had a few drills that didn't have efficiency modules yet, so I went ahead and put those in. Let's see, that one's done, that one's done, that one's done. Those are done. Okay, and the rest all still have resources. Okay. Aside from that, I'm happy to see that our outpost is fairly safe and secure. There's no damage on any of the walls. All the turrets have ammo. So I think the design of this outpost is working pretty well. And that's a good thing. So let me put a couple gates there. I wonder if I can make more gates with what I have. Yeah, I can make 2 more. Okay, so looking at the map, like I said, I was looking for a good place to start to set up our main base, and I'm thinking that probably right here in this area would be good. Reason being is we already have some copper, a copper outpost here. We have a big iron patch up here and more copper. There's more iron, more copper. So there's a lot of resources up here that we can tap into. And then we also wouldn't be too far away from the main base, which would make getting supplies and power a little bit easier. So I think we'll make it over here, kind of where this big brown patch of land is, and go from west to east. Okay, so we could actually expand this mining outpost and maybe have another train that goes to the main base, as well as this one that goes to the starter base. I'm not quite sure how we would work that out on the tracks yet, but I'm sure it wouldn't be too difficult. Okay, yeah, so let's go down here and take a look. We've got a massive amount of trees kind of in the way, but once we get over into this area, the trees are not too dense. So why don't we start by just picking up all the junk that's laying around. And clearing a path. And as I mentioned before, I'd like to start by setting up smelting, and then we'll build around that. I think I'll leave those turrets there for now, at least until we get some proper defenses set up. And since I've got all of the supplies in storage chests down there in the starter base, obviously we're going to start to need all those supplies up here in the main base instead. So what I was thinking that I could do is set up another storage area closer to the rocket base and start basically replace the current storage chests with active provider chests. And that should force the robots to start to empty those out and move them into the new storage chests. At least that's what I think will happen. Okay, so let's clear out all of this rock. And I'll just clear it all the way down here. And we can start setting up some roboports so that we can tie this area into our robotics network. Okay, now the bots are going to come in, get all this stone and wood that I've accumulated. So I'll wait for them to pick that up. All right, so to get things kicked off here, let's go start to pick up some of the supplies that we'll need to set up our smelting. We're going to need electric furnaces, obviously. I've already got blue belts. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to clear these. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to clear out poison capsules. I'm not going to carry poison capsules around anymore. I'll keep defender capsules on a hotkey. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the red belts down to my alternate hotkey or hotbar, key bar, whatever the heck you call it. And I'm going to load the blue belts up because those are going to be my primary thing. My primary belt. Okay, starting to run low on crude oil. Of course, we'll need to expand all that as well. Now, to start with, for smelting, let's kind of plan this out a little bit. Now, a red belt, fully saturated, can handle 20 furnaces per side, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what we have here. Okay. If it was a yellow belt, it would be 10 per side. So with the blue belt, a blue belt is 3 times as fast as the yellow belt. So with the blue belt, we should be able to get 30 furnaces per side. So that's what we'll do. What do we got here? Okay, that's just some solid fuel and wood. Yeah, these guys haven't been... It's been a while since these guys have gotten any work done. Okay. Yeah, so we'll do 30 per side with blue belts, and I think we'll start with 4 of those for copper. 4 times 30, that would be 120 furnaces. And I'm just going to refer to my notes. I think I still have some notes from my last, from Series 2. In Series 2, where we were doing 5 an hour. Actually, more than that. How many furnaces did we have? On copper... Yeah, actually on copper we had 200 furnaces. Okay, so rather than 4 lines, I think we're going to need to go 8. So let's go with double. 8 times 30, that'll be 240 furnaces. And we'll leave room for expansion in case we need more. But let's start with 8. Okay, so I need to request those. Electric furnaces. Please give me... Well, I'll just ask for... Actually, I don't need... I only need 60 if we're going to do 30 aside. Because I'm only going to build the first one myself, and then we'll use the robots to make the other ones. Okay, so we'll need those. Everything else I think I have already. So let's run back up there. I think I'm gonna cut a path through the trees here so I can get through more easily. And it would probably not be a bad idea to make a concrete path as well. So let's do that. I'm going to request some concrete. Let's make that 500. Okay, so I've got my furnaces and I'm starting to get some concrete. Okay, so we'll make that a 4x4 path. I'll just start here, I suppose. We'll go up to our gates. There. That way we'll be able to move around more quickly. Okay, and we do want to expand our robotics network, so let's go ahead and do that. So we'll put one there, and we'll put another one there. And I'll put another one there. That should be good for a start. I wonder if that'll reach. No, that's too far. That's too bad. It'd be cool if it reached far enough. There we go. I've got those powered up. Okay. So where should we start? I'm thinking just to the north of that. Just to the north of the robots. And yeah, right over here. So let's expand this concrete path. Let's come up here and we'll go along the whole length of this chain there. That way we can get around more easily. Now, one problem that we do have at this point is that this is now all outside of our defenses. So, before we really get this running, I think we're going to have to move this whole wall to the north as well. Or build another one to the south. Maybe I'll just do that. Maybe I'll just build another wall and encircle this whole thing. But for now, we're not going to be producing anything yet, so I think we'll be okay. And I'd like to get some landfill so I can fill that in. What can I stop requesting here? I wish I had some more. Wish I had some more logistic slots. I guess I'll turn off the concrete. And let's get some landfill. So I can fill in that water there. Otherwise, I guess we can just start right here. We'll call this the backside of the copper smelting area. Okay. So let's put in 30 electric furnaces. How many is that? Need 9 more. Okay. I think that's 30, and we can check that by using a blueprint thingamajig. Yep, that's 30. Okay, and then we'll have our output belt. And then we'll copy that whole thing up here. Okay. There we go. Now I also want to put efficiency module 2s in there. So I'm going to need 120 of those. And while we're waiting for that, I will start putting in the belts. So let me see how I can... Let's see how we can do this with the least number of power poles. Now, a lot of times I'll do something like this. All right, but one power pole will not be enough to cover it. At least not to get all 4. Now what if I did it like this? No, that's not very good either. Okay, now if we just put one in the middle, like that, then I guess we could just do it like that. There's a little bit of overlap. Or could we do it every third one? No. Okay. Well, I think we'll just do it that way. We'll do it like that. Okay, and there are the efficiency modules. There we go. All right, and I'm gonna put those back in inventory. Okay, and then I'll just copy this here. Include modules, yep. And then I can just copy this down to put in the rest of the modules and the power poles and the inserters. Okay, pick up that, pick up that. Okay, so that is one smelting line. And now we will copy that whole thing. Like so. I'm going to change the icon. I'll just put some ore, or no, I'll put a plate. That way we know that's for making plates. Okay. Now should we do them like that, or should we leave a space in between? I think I'll leave a space in between. Just in case we need that to run some additional material. Okay, so we said we were going to make 8 of these. So let's go ahead and put down 8. Well, actually I won't be able to do 8 because I need more roboports. Yeah, actually now that I think about that, let's let me get rid of that. Let's put more roboports first so that we can include the roboports as part of the design. Yeah, I think I can go 3 smelting lines, and then we'll leave a space for roboports. Okay, so yeah, let's put down one more. And we can put some concrete there so we have a nice path. Now we've got 3. Yeah, let's do one more. So we'll do it like that, and then we'll do 3 more. What are those blue icons? What does that mean? That probably just means that we're missing modules. That's interesting. Okay, and so let's put that in our book. I'll make that the active one for now. Let's clear that one. And I'm going to use that to copy just use that to copy some brick. Some concrete, rather. There we go. And then we need to also copy these power poles. So I'm just going to copy the same power pole setup. Get those guys fired up. Okay. See, we're really putting the robots to work now. Almost half of the construction robots are actually working now. Okay, that's waiting for a power pole. All right. Now let's clear this one. And then we'll use this to duplicate this whole RoboPort setup. Include tiles. Okay. So let's come down here and let's duplicate that here. So get some more concrete laid down. I think I'm probably out of concrete at this point. Let me see. I'm actually gonna get a stack of concrete myself. Okay, awesome. So inserter stack size bonus is fully researched. So we're totally maxed out. You know, we've got these other damage upgrades. Oh yeah, let's get that last logistics slot. I do want that, and then we'll just start working on robot follower count probably for the rest of the game. Just keep increasing that. Or we could always stop it at some point and just say, hey, that's enough science, you know? All right, so let me get myself another piece of concrete. Because what I want to do is these single rows in between, I want to put concrete there as well. So when we run down there, we can go at a higher speed. Yeah, all these robots are waiting to get charged. Yeah, they're bringing me concrete, and then my own bots are going out and putting it down as fast as I get it. So let's come over here. I really just want one piece of concrete so that I can put this down and start to copy it. And they took it away from me already. Okay. I guess I'll have to wait till they're done. And actually what I can do is I can pick up some of this extra concrete. We don't really need that. It can be reused. So that's what I want to do. And then we'll put a little down here on the side as well. Okay, so we'll put that in there. I don't have any red circuits on me, so I can't make any more blueprints. Let's see if I can find an old one that we don't need. Yeah, I don't think we really need that one anymore. So this one will just be our trash one that we use to copy paste various stuff. Okay. Now, let's copy this whole mess. Include tiles. Okay, and then instead of doing 8, I'll just make 2 more copies of this whole thing right here. So first I'm going to have to move this. I'll just get rid of it. Okay. Yep, so we'll copy this 2 more times. There's 1. And I'm going to have to wait until I can do the other one. Let's see. No, I don't think I have to wait. I'll go ahead and put the other one. I was going to say that I'm going to have to wait for the roboports to go down before I do the next one, but I don't think I do. I think it'll work itself out. See, these are my own bots that are working up here right now. I'll just go ahead and put these roboports down myself. There we go. Now, as soon as I get power poles up there, then those roboports will be able to help reach that northern part of things. Okay, and then this will be our copper smelting area. And then the next big question is, how do we get enough ore into here to keep all this running? That's going to be a challenge, I think. Let's see. Okay, yep, they're powered up now. And it doesn't look like they're going to... yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to remove trees in this whole area. Ugh. Which means that I'm going to have to do that myself. Alright, so I'm just going to do that. I don't want any of those trees. And then we'll just, I'll just re-blueprint to, you know, to recopy the stuff that we're missing. Because I definitely don't want trees mixed in here. There we go. All right, that should take care of it, I think. All right, so there's a lot of material that is not ready yet. It's probably going to take a while to get caught up on module production, because I don't think I'm making them quite fast enough to keep up with this. But that's okay. I mean, we can start without the modules, and then hopefully over time the bots will just continue to place the modules. I'm not sure how long they'll remember that the modules are still needed. That's something we'll have to wait and see. Okay. So we've got our copper lines set up. Now we have 9. And I will admit to you that I have no idea how to balance 9 belts. I'm sure there's a way to do it, and I bet it's really ugly. So maybe I will only use 8. I think I'll only use 8, and then if we need more, because I do know how to balance 8 belts. So I think what we'll do is start with 8, and then if we need more, I'll add another 3 so that we have 12. Because I think as long as we have multiples of 4, we can figure out a way to keep the belts balanced fairly easily. And I actually have a design for an 8-belt balancer. I think I may have showed it to you guys in Series 2, but I don't recall. But anyway, just to show you how that would work. I'm out of belts, so I'll do the demonstration here with red belts. Okay, so the 4-belt balancer, we all know what that looks like, right? It looks like this. That's a 4-belt balancer. So to do an 8-belt balancer, you can basically repeat this. So just pretend that this is copied behind it. And then what you do at the end is you just set it up so that, for example, these go together, and then this belt joins up with this belt. No, it would have to go like this. Oops. Like that. Okay. So you basically have 2 4-belt balancers, and then the 4 belts of each output get joined up with the corresponding belt for the output of the other 4. Hopefully that makes sense, but you basically just do that all the way down the line, and you'll end up with 8 belts, and they'll all be perfectly balanced. It works really well. In fact, you can, I even tested where you could put, you could have only one belt coming in, and all 8 of those belts will end up with the same amount of material on each one. And I have that design somewhere where I can either copy the blueprint. It's in another save game, but I could either copy the blueprint or, figure out a way to get that blueprint into this game. I don't know if it's possible to copy blueprints between games. I can check it out. Or we can just remake it. But anyway, that's how you balance 8 belts. So it can be done. Takes a little bit of work. You gotta be creative with your splitters and stuff, but it's not a big deal. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that concrete. Yeah, so we'll just have to let these guys do their thing and get all of this finished. And then, like I said, we'll just leave. As a matter of fact, I'll just pick up this top one. Okay, so we'll do the 8. And we have room for a 9th for whenever we want to use it. But we'll add on in multiples of 4. So if the 8 is not enough, then we'll add 4 more so that we have 12, and that way it'll be easy to keep the belts all balanced. Okay, and then for iron and steel, I think we need less. Let me check my previous cheat sheets. Just looking at relative proportions here. Now, how many do I have? I've got 60. I have 60 times 8, right? So that's 240. So I think we're probably going to need more copper than this. So we probably will have to go to 12. This is not going to be enough. And then iron. No, actually we need more iron. Yep. So we'll probably need like 12 copper, 16 iron. Probably about half of the iron is going to end up being turned into steel. So this is going to have to be a pretty big operation. But I think we'll start with these 8 and make sure we get them running smoothly, and then if we find that we're being constrained because of the output, then we'll work on adding more. And like I said, my setting this up is fairly easy. The hard part is going to be setting up all the miners and the trains that we're going to need to feed enough ore to keep this monstrosity going at full speed. That is going to be the big challenge. We're going to need a lot of trains and a lot of mining drills. Actually, we need two mining drills for every furnace to keep it running at full speed. So, is that right? Wait, let me think about that for a minute. Early in the game, one burner mining drill can feed 2 stone furnaces. Let's take a look at this. 0.35 and 2.5. This is going to be too hard for me to calculate. All right, well, I know that about 21 mining drills will fill a yellow belt with ore. So we're going to need about 60 to fill a blue belt. Yeah, about 60. Yeah, I'm going to have to do some math to figure that out. Or we can just play it by ear. We can just keep adding mining drills until we have enough ore. But anyway, it's going to be a lot of mining drills, and probably more than are going to fit on just 2 or 3 mining outposts. So anyway, all that is to come. I think that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you soon. Have a good day. Bye.